Hello and welcome again. Welcome back to Season Where the platform where we speak truth to power. It's there's a number of things we're going to cover, but today we really want to talk about and look at. We've already shown the video of the judge sentencing the parents of Sonia Ekweremadu. So we're going to have a listen to Sonia Ekweremadu. I'm going to try and stream it on YouTube and Facebook as well. Hope it works. I do know that it's been some sort of problem with that Facebook of late, and I said due to owing to health issues, I've not been able to come on live as often as I would have liked to. So we're gonna try it for a while first. So hopefully this works. I hope you can hear me. It looks like it's a little bit slow again. If it continues getting slow, I will obviously put a stop to it. So I'm just gonna test it now. Like I said, I've not been as active as I would have liked to be, owing to health issues. So I do what I can when I can. What we need to do is really just touch on things as and when they're happening. So first of all, if you are joining me for the first time and you haven't subscribed to Citizen Airway on YouTube, please do so, because it may well turn out that Facebook is just not reliable. So that is what the problem is, really. That is the real issue here. So I may terminate the broadcast on Facebook because you can see that it's very, very slow. It's very rejected. I don't know what it is they've done. You get a better response from you if you join me on YouTube. You'll get a much better response. I'll give it a few minutes, but it doesn't look like it's stable. We will try and see if we can play that video and see what happens. Let me just play the video of Sonia Ekweremadu and then we'll take it from there. Let's see. So please do subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Just click on the link below and subscribe. Help us grow the platform. There's a lot to talk about. It's not just about the Ekweremadu alone. It's about the upcoming inauguration plus other things anyway. But yeah, let's have a look at this now. Let's have a look.
Wow.
Keep in mind, this broadcast was played earlier on by BBC Pigeon. BBC Pigeon. So that's there. It's a progress broadcasted by BBC Pigeon. So have a listen. Please do share. Thank you.
Home, and the doorbell rings. I think it's our parents, but it's a bunch of police at the door. They tell me this is, what they arrested me for. My first reaction was shock. It was difficult, especially seeing, not even just for me, because if it was a situation where it was just me, I think it would have been easier to handle. But seeing my parents in that situation as well was a lot.
What are your thoughts on your parents' conviction?
It's sad. It's been really hard to really wrap my head around it.
Do you understand the conviction and why they were found guilty?
I understand the conviction. Personally, I disagree with it.
Right. Guys, I'm those of you who are on Facebook, I'm gonna have to bring the Facebook to an end. I will restream it after. It is really slowing up everything we're doing. I encourage you, please go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. You can see that it's very, very slow. It's not going forward. I will try and restream it afterwards, but join us and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. That is much more stable. I'm not quite sure what's going on. So we will try and see if we can build that up over time. But for the time being, we're going to have to bring the broadcast to an end on Facebook, because you can see that it is hardly, the pictures are not really moving. It's very, very slow. I don't know if can you see it? I'm just, I'm trying very hard. You can see when I'm moving my lips and it is really not responding in the way I expect. I'm gonna try. Let me try one more time, and if it doesn't work, then that's what we'll do. Let me try again. So we'll continue.
However, that's from a very biased perspective as their daughter, and I would obviously always back my parents. However, the law has taken its course, and we just have to now move forward as a.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm worried about. It's really not working as much as I wanted to do. So I'll end it on I'm gonna end it on Facebook. Please just subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Join us on YouTube. We'll be doing it there because it's really not working. Thank you for watching. Those of you on Facebook, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, and we'll come back and do another broadcast later on, and we'll restream it. Thank you. Bye for now. Okay, so now let's carry on. So those of you on, on YouTube, we can carry on now because it's not working. It wasn't working before, and it was really slowing up. So we're gonna just try and check before we carry on. We just want to check that everything is working fine, because it's really been, been put. Things have been made difficult. So let's have a look. So we will watch it from the beginning again, and hopefully it can make some sense as we're going to going forward. So we're gonna try and see if that works now. Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to check that everything is running as it should. Let me just go back here. So we're just gonna try and check that now. No, that's the other one. We're looking for the live right now. So hopefully, we say hopefully that you will see it as we're talking to you live right now. That's the live one that we want to watch, and hopefully it will be as planned. So let me just go in there. If not, I will come back again, because there seems to be some sort of an issue with the broadcast, and I wanted to get on top of it. Okay, good. I think we're back now. So let's play this again. Let's play it. We'll go from the top, because I noticed that the broadcast was very, very jerky when we had the simultaneous running. But let's go.
My sister, we're at home, and the doorbell rings. I think it's our parents, but it's a bunch of police at the door. They tell me this is, what they arrested me for. My first reaction was shock. It was difficult, especially seeing, not even just for me, because if it was a situation where it was just me, I think it would have been easier to handle. But seeing my parents in that situation as well was a lot.
What are your thoughts on your parents' conviction?
It's sad. It's been really hard to really wrap my head around it.
Do you understand the conviction and why they were found guilty?
I understand the conviction. Personally, I disagree with it. However, that's from a very biased perspective as their daughter, and I would obviously always back my parents. However, the law has taken its course, and we just have to now move forward as a family. Apart from the case and the trial, I'm also having dialysis.
What's the name of the condition that you have?
Okay, it's called nephrotic syndrome, FSGS. Basically, my kidneys are like small, and they have like loads of big holes in it. Either I stay on dialysis for the rest of my life, or I get a transplant. These are my two options.
Was it not possible to get a donor from within your family?
I had the APOL1 gene. So to us, that kind of meant that, kind of excluded the family, especially on my dad's side, because they have quite a history of kidney conditions. In August of 2021, when obviously I found out that it was a possibility that I would need a transplant, that's when we kind of reached out to people.
How involved were you in finding a donor, in particular this young man?
I wasn't involved at all. It was mostly my family that handled everything to do with my medical side.
Were you aware that your parents were trying to bring someone from Nigeria to the UK?
I mean, I was aware that someone did come forward. I had just come over to the UK, I believe, with my uncle. My mom and I wanted to thank him for that, and the picture was basically for memories.
It was mentioned in court that this man was portrayed as your cousin. Did you know that was the case?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I can't answer that.
Were you aware that's the narrative that they were going for?
To an extent, but not really. I didn't really know anything leading up to it. I don't feel anything towards him. I, wish him all the best. And that's really it.
There were some texts between you and your parents, and they offered a couple of people, or they showed you a couple of people who could be donors. Was that not some sort of involvement from your side?
I wouldn't say it's an involvement. they just wanted me to see the progress that they had made.
Have you been able to find someone else?
Well, shortly after that, I had put out an appeal and a lot of people came up, but we weren't really able to do anything with that as of now because I'm still on dialysis. Hopefully, I would be able to, get the transplant soon. But as you know, our family is still in the middle of a trial. I would like to also use this opportunity to apologize to them for the way everything has played out.
You've been seeing them, visiting them in jail all this time. Where are their heads at? What are they kind of thinking about the whole situation?
They're quite calm, surprisingly. Yeah.
Do they feel remorse?
I can't really speak on what they are feeling. This is just from an outside perspective, seeing them. They're okay. They're just neutral.
What's sort of been your lesson from all this?
Life is just so dynamic. Like one day you're in your house, chilling. The next day, your whole life is turned upside down. So that is my main focus. Try and help specifically people with kidney conditions, just to show that they don't need to be scared. Obviously, there's the support of my siblings and obviously my parents' siblings as well. However, I don't think it would ever be the same. I feel guilty because I feel like all this has happened because of me.
Watch it.